Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources.
BBC News World. November 20, 1911 America, New York. Lin-Manuel Miranda on the dirty secret, hidden in Tick, Tick, Boom. The Hamilton creator says there's a moment in Tick, Tick, Boom that made his friends cringe. BBC News World. November 20, 1910 America, New York. Indian billionaires bet big on homegrown couture. Indian corporate houses are investing in luxury fashion designers, a long overdue move, experts say. BBC News World. November 20, 1909 America, New York. Poland border crisis. What happens to migrants who are turned away? Poland and Lithuania are increasingly sending migrants back to Belarus, but is this legal? BBC News World. November 20, 1908 America, New York. Ethiopia's Tigray conflict. Mass arrests and ethnic profiling haunt Addis Ababa. As rebel forces advance towards the capital, at least 1,000 ethnic Tigrayans have been detained. BBC News World. November 20, 1908 America, New York. Chile voters go to polls amid deep divisions. It is being billed as the most polarizing election in decades and comes after divisive mass protests.
November 20, 1857 America, New York. She died from a snakebite. But the real killer was her husband. Uthra's mother found her daughter lying motionless in bed at the family home, her left arm dotted with blood.
BBC News World. November 20, 1835 America, New York. Netherlands COVID riots. Fireworks and chaos on the streets for a second night. Rioters in the Netherlands clashed with police for a second night over new coronavirus measures.
November 20, 1831 America, New York. Adele to star in televised concert special following release of new album. Adele is not going easy on her fans, with the singer starring in a highly anticipated televised UK concert special on Sunday following the release of her new album, 30. November 20, 1804 America, New York. Shameful. Acosta criticizes Fox News documentary featuring Rittenhouse. CNN's Jim Acosta criticizes Fox News' latest coverage of top headlines including the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict, the Astroworld tragedy in Houston and Vice President Kamala Harris, stating the network is churning out lie after lie. November 20, 1756 America, New York. False claims from McCarthy's Marathon House speech. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy gave the longest House floor speech in U.S. history on Thursday night and Friday morning, an 8-hour, 32-minute address that delayed the passage of a $1.9 trillion Democratic bill to expand the social safety net and fight the climate crisis. November 20, 1748 America, New York. Apple affirms employees' right to speak about working conditions. Apple posted a statement to its employees Friday evening reminding them of their rights to speak up about their pay and working conditions. The move comes after months of employee organizing in a movement that's come to be known as #Apple2.
BBC News World. November 20, 1743 America, New York. Bear shot dead by 70-year-old hunter in France. A female bear roaming with her cubs is killed after attacking and injuring a man, officials say.
Fox World News. November 20, 1737 America, New York. Peng Shuai. Videos purporting to show missing Chinese tennis star raise questions. Chinese media touts two new videos as evidence that missing tennis star Peng Shuai is safe and healthy, but the videos have only raised further questions about the player's well-being.
November 20, 1720 America, New York. Opinion: where Xi's China is heading. Imagine, for a moment, what the world looks like to people living in China today, say, to an average couple.
Fox World News. November 20, 1713 America, New York. Orgy of violence. Dutch police open fire on rioters. Police opened fire on protesters in rioting that erupted in downtown Rotterdam around a demonstration against COVID-19 restrictions late Friday night. The Dutch city's mayor called it an orgy of violence.
Mirror World News. November 20, 1702 America, New York. Qatar's Ras Abu Aboud Stadium made of 974 shipping containers set to be fully recycled. The striking stadium in Doha will be completely recycled once the World Cup tournament is over in 2022, after holding 40,000 football fans.
RT World News. November 20, 1642 America, New York. Tens of thousands march for freedom in Australian cities. Videos. Protesters thronged the streets of Australian cities on Saturday, demanding an end to what they called the tyranny and oppression of lockdowns, vaccine mandates, and the proposed expansion of the government's pandemic powers. RT World News, November 20, 1620 America, New York. Watch thousands protest in Europe against COVID passes, videos. Sporadic clashes broke out at massive Saturday demonstrations in major European cities, as thousands of people took to the streets of Vienna, Paris and Rome to express their discontent with COVID-19 restrictions.
Fox World News, November 20, 1611 America, New York. Europe's COVID crisis pits vaccinated against unvaccinated. Europe is the global epicenter of the COVID-19 pandemic as cases soar to record levels in many countries.
BBC News World, November 20, 1554 America, New York. Somali journalist Abdiaziz Muhammad Gould killed in suicide attack. Abdiaziz Muhammad Gould, a critic of the Islamist militant group Al-Shabaab, is killed in a suicide attack.
Fox World News, November 20, 1546 America, New York. Protests erupt over virus limits in Austria, Italy, Croatia. Tens of thousands of protesters, many from far-right groups, marched through Vienna on Saturday after the Austrian government announced a nationwide lockdown beginning Monday.
November 20, 1541 America, New York. Fox's Tucker Carlson gets exclusive access to Kyle Rittenhouse and his defense team during trial. A version of this article first appeared in the Reliable Sources newsletter. You can sign up for it free right here. November 20, 1536 America, New York. Witness describes scenes of confusion at Atlanta Airport. Erica Ziedler describes the scene at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport after authorities said a weapon was accidentally discharged near the main screening area. November 20, 1501 America, New York. Trailblazing congresswoman to retire. Democratic Representative Eddie Bernice Johnson of Texas announced her retirement Saturday afternoon after serving nearly 30 years in Congress, according to a statement from House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. November 20, 1459 America, New York. Opinion: is this the dawn of a vigilante era? Verdicts in criminal courts should make communities safer and our streets less dangerous. But the acquittal of Kyle Rittenhouse, the teenager accused of killing 2 people and shooting another during a Black Lives Matter protest in Kenosha, Wisconsin, in August 2020 will almost certainly do the reverse.